Welcome back to 8042's YouTube channel, you guys. In this video, we're going over a quick tutorial, which is how to create custom generated captions within Premiere Pro.
Dude, I was making money and I was like blowing it.
So just to give you guys some context, we have a hour-and-a-half podcast here, and of course, we are chopping it up for TikTok, for Instagram, for all the various platforms. And one of the main things that we like to do in that is add some captions. All right, so as you guys can see, I'm up here in captions and graphics. If you guys aren't there, go ahead and come up to window, highlight workspaces, and make sure you're selected in captions and graphics. And the next thing that you want to make sure you do is come up and highlight text. If you guys don't see that, you can come up to window and just make sure that text is highlighted, and this should pop up here. All right. It's important to notice that we're in a sequence here, and when we click Transcribe Sequence, it's going to look at this audio that's in the sequence and transcribe it. So if you're in a sequence, for example, with lots of different Instagram clips, it's going to take longer to transcribe. So if you're only trying to isolate one clip, for the sake of this video, I'm going to be isolating this one and showing you guys how to create custom generated captions. All right, so we're going to go ahead and click Transcribe Sequence. You can select the audio to, transcribe everything, or you can isolate one specific track. So if you're working on a documentary and you've got a lot of music, for example, well, you can just highlight the audio track that you want to transcribe and go ahead. Let's select English for the sake of this video, and we're going to click transcribe. So this is going to go, it's going to take just a few seconds if you're working on a short clip. Depending on the speed of your computer, it could take, however long that it takes. What I've noticed with the captions, you guys, is they're pretty good. So I'm going to show you how to customize them, how to go in and change the captions. I'll show you how to change the font, how to stylize them a little bit so that you can create everything you see with the most popular successful brands online. Okay, so as you guys can see, it popped up here, and now we're into the transcript. All right, so you guys can click captions to retranscribe the sequence or create a new caption track for a different audio track, or you can come to graphics and play with that once we've created the titles. Okay, so our goal here is we want to go to the beginning of wherever we are, whatever clip we're working with, and we're going to want to play and monitor on the headphones, listening to what the guest or what the person in your video says, and then adjust the titles accordingly. Okay, so we're just going to listen.
Dude, I was making money and I was like blowing it, right? Everyone who makes money for the
So as you can see here, what he says is slightly different, but it's pretty good. So I was making money and I was like blowing it. All right, I'm going to put a period there, and then I'm going to delete every and just go ahead and start a new sentence. And we're going to say everyone who makes money for the first time. All right. And what's cool is as you're editing it, if you hit play, even if you go back and make a change from the beginning, it's going to play from that position. So I'm going to, for example, put my cursor here, and you guys will be able to see.
Right. Everyone who makes money for the first time, you fucking blow your cash.
All right. So I am going to do ... everyone who makes money for the first time. And then I'm not going to capitalize that. All right.
You fucking blow your cash. You're like, fuck it.
All right. It's not FU. He says it. So I'm going to change it. And you can change the punctuation here. You can change it slightly. So I'm going to put a period there.
Yeah. Well, do whatever. Shots for the entire bar. Like whatever.
All right, so that's it.
Dude, I was making money and I was like blowing it, right? Everyone who makes...
I'm going to add a question mark. Right there.
Everyone who makes money for the first time, you fucking blow your cash. You're like, fuck it. Do do whatever. Shots.
I'm going to add a period after whatever. And so you just customize your text, whatever you want it to be. All right, I'm happy with that. And then once you're done, you're going to go ahead and click Create Captions. Now, you have the option to change the maximum length in characters, the minimum duration in seconds, the gaps between, the lines. You can have double, single lines. So I'm going to go ahead and bring the length in characters down so that to 20, so that the text, is a little larger, right? If you have it set at 40 or 60, well, the text is going to be small and it's going to take up a lot of space. We're going to keep it, we can reduce the minimum duration in seconds, because if you do pay attention to a lot of the, more popular people that are dominating social right now, they're quick, right? Sometimes it's even like one word per caption, right? It's like ... So we could do that. Maximum length in characters, I'm going to set to 20, double lines, and then we can click create. Okay, so it's going to completely create the captions. And as you can see, it put them here on the bottom. All right. And so in order to change the text, because everything right now is on the bottom, all right, is we can highlight all of the text. It's going to pop up our essential graphics panel here on the right hand side. We can change the zone to the middle. All right. We can change the font. For example, Bebas is a font that's all capitals. We can select bold. We can increase the size. All right, and you can move this around if you want. You can put the captions at the top. You could put them in the middle and then slightly bring them down. So there's a lot of different ways you can change. And since all of them are selected, that's changing every single one. All right, so we can select them all again. I'm just going to bring it a little lower by dragging the position here a little bit lower so that they're in frame. All right, let's go ahead and watch.
Dude, I was making money and I was like blowing it, right? Everyone who makes money for the first time, you fucking blow your cash. You're like, fuck it, I'm gonna do whatever. Shots to the entire bar, like whatever.
All right, so there's the clip. The last thing I want to show you guys is if we highlight the text, all of it, we can slightly change it by adding shadows. We can add a stroke to it and increase the stroke size. Let's say we want to increase it to 4. Okay, that's going to change it slightly. We can bring that down to like 3. If we wanted to change the stroke color, we can highlight the stroke color there. Say we want it to have a red outline, right? So it kind of stands out a little bit more, or even a yellow outline, so that it stands out, whatever you want. The other thing you can do is if you do click inside of one specific title, you can highlight one word and you can change the color of that word. So for example, if you wanted to say making, if you wanted to make making green, this is something that's really common in the industry as well for content creators, is these celebrities or people will highlight specific words. Okay. The last thing I want to show you before we hop off is you can highlight and select this and you can change the shape. All right. So we can make it super wide if we wanted to fit more words. Let's say it took up 3 lines, for example. So you could change the shape of this guy as well. You could make, 1 letter per word. You can change that. All right. So that's how you transcribe videos in Premiere Pro.